I'm definitely in the category casual gamer these days. The day only has so many hours, and when I game, I tend to game some of my favorites from way back, like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and Q*bert. And this is the 1/6 scale Q*bert Replicade from New Wave, sent to me here in Norway from Cortical1, one of my followers, so thanks man. And I have to say, I've enjoyed this a lot. It runs the original Q*bert ROM, so it's faithfully reproduced in every detail, both in gameplay and the cabinet itself, although it's a lot smaller than a real cabinet, of course. I love Q*bert. He's definitely one of my all-time favorite characters from any game, and playing this is so much fun even to this day. Even that knocker sound is replicated by a real knocker coil inside. My camera microphone doesn't do this justice, by the way. It's a lot more impressive and authentic hearing it coming from the cabinet itself. The cabinet itself is very clear, very bright. I've experienced no lag or glitches or anything. It runs very smooth and very authentic. And there's that knocker sound again. I love it. And where the original cabinet had a lit-up marquee, so does the Replicade as well. A nice touch. As is the coin insert slots and the coin doors and the locks, etc. At the back you have an HDMI out and USB ports. I'll get back to those shortly. Again, details everywhere on the cabinet. The inbuilt speakers of the cabinet has its own volume control. That's a nice touch. And talking about touch, well, the joystick here, it is small. This is a miniature cabinet, of course. So controlling Q*bert on this screen with this joystick can be a bit of a challenge depending on how your fingers are working. It's not too bad, but of course far from the original cabinet with its full-size joystick. Here I've hooked up the cabinet through the HDMI output to my old Sony Trinitron CRT TV. And here and now I get the scan lines and everything, and this is actually a much more authentic experience. I'm using a USB PlayStation 2 controller here through the USB ports at the back of the Replicade cabinet. And with two USB ports you can have two remote controllers, so a one-player or two-player game is a lot more fun this way. I'm going out the HDMI port through this HDMI to SCART connector, and from there a composite into the Sony TV. Be aware that the Replicade outputs a NTSC signal, so if you have a PAL TV, it will only display this in black and white. Q*bert is definitely one of those games that suits a casual gamer like myself these days. I love it. And even more so now after having read the book Creating Q*bert by its author, Warren Davis. Check it out. I've had so much fun playing Q*bert all my life, and this Replicade takes me way back to those days in the arcade when I was a teenage boy. Thanks for watching 5 minutes of retro. If you liked the video, please click like, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!